Hello, everybody. This is case study 3, and my name is Taylor Heath. And also, I want to apologize for the snoring that you might hear. It is my dog in the background. So my client is 5 years old. She is a female. She was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, a level 3. Her behavior concern is communications. Her echoics are really good. She can repeat almost anything that we say, and she can command for a selection of items. She has trouble identifying objects in the natural environment, so tacting those objects. Example, she'll be able to command, "Can you open please?" but is unable to tact what she is wanting to be opened. So that is the example of what she has problems with communication. Non-example, client will command to go to the gym. Certain things like that, the gym, she's able to tact certain places, balls she can tact, but a lot of things such as, foods, clothing, things like that, she has a lot of trouble with. Also toys, she tends to have a little bit of trouble with. Not all the toys, but some toys. So the goal is going to be tacting, the verbal operant of tacting, which is B14 on the task list. So the goal for our client was to begin tacting items they see in their natural environments. Like I said earlier, food, clothing, utensils, etc. So the stimulus class, which is from the task list of B2, is going to be food. That's what she started with. So our goal is to generalize different kinds of foods: apples, pizzas, grapes, etc. Things that she eats on a daily basis, or things that she is familiar with eating. When the apple was mastered, she moved on to another type of food, which was actually pizza. So the intervention was match to sample. So the SD was match, or where is this, where is the other, let's say we used obviously apple for the first one. So where's the other apple? It was an array of 4, and we switched up the array every single trial. That way she wasn't fixated on one specific placement of a card, and that's just where she would go to. After that, we moved on to receptive identification when her matching was mastered. So then the SD was where's the apple, or touch the apple. And again, the array was switched up, and it was an array of 4. So after that was mastered, we went on to the tact of what is this, or what is this picture of? And it did not take too long. I think I'll discuss this in a little bit. We used errorless correction. And we'll go on to the next slide. So continuing tacting in the natural environment, which is going to be from section G9, natural environment teaching. So we presented opportunities for the client to generalize her tact, whether she was reading a book, whether she was actually eating her apples, when she was playing in the toy kitchen. We tried to use NET as much as we possibly could, so she would be able to generalize this target of hers. So as I said earlier, we used errorless teaching to prompt if needed. She was praised for any independent response, as well as when she was able to correctly answer with the prompt as well, with the errorless teaching. So derive stimulus relations, B15 from the task list. So reflexivity is identical matching. So we had 2 identical pictures of apples. And again, like I said earlier, we would say match this or find the other apple. We also changed the cards. We had 3 separate identical matching cards of the apple that we used. Obviously, because there's multiple different types of apples, and she eats different types of apples as well. So symmetry is non-identical matching pictures of apples. So we would have, let's say, a green picture of an apple, and she would have to match it to the red apple. And then transitivity, A equals B, B equals C, so A equals C. So the picture of an apple equals the word apple. I don't think I said this earlier, but she is a very fluent reader. She's very good at reading. And then B equals C, the word apple is an actual apple. And then A equals C, a picture of an apple equals an actual apple. So how we did this was the very beginning, with the matching. When she mastered that, we started bringing around the picture cards with us when she would read books. And we started bringing books around her that we knew had, the Apple word in it, which she loved. And it was really easy. So we would take the picture after she would read it and be like, see, this is the apple. And then once she kind of started doing that, and mastered that, that's when we took a picture of an apple in a real apple, and I would say touch the actual apple, and she actually would. Eventually, she was able to tack the apple, and now she is able to tack actually like 5 different things, which is really fantastic. So that is my presentation. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening.